Hi, my name is Livy and I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a proper French twist. So first, you make sure your hair is all nice and brushed out. I personally like to have my hair a little on the dirtier side. It usually makes my French twist stand a little bit nicer and usually less wispy. So after it's all nice and brushed, I make sure I have a nice clean straight part. It doesn't really matter which side, just whichever you prefer. So the first thing that I do after that is I get my hairspray and I usually spray my part. One of the hardest parts for me is keeping the part in my hair when I'm doing a French twist, and so I always make sure I spray my part to make sure it'll stay in. So the next thing that I do after that is I brush my hair cleanly back, just like this. So kind of going like straight back on the top and then on the sides, going straight to this side, because we don't want our French twist to be all like going down. We want it to be straight side, just like this. And then I spray it kind of a lot to make sure it's nice clean. Then I grab a comb and I comb it back like this, just how you were doing it before. Make sure it's kind of dry. There we go. Now we do our other side. Brush it back, especially on the top. I kind of do it straight back, and I then start going to the side like this. I hold it, spray it, comb it. Again, make sure it's going straight to the side. We don't want our French twists going down. There we go. Let's get that all figured out. Then we are going to start the actual twist of the French twist. So for me, since this part is on this side, the twist will go this way. So the bigger section of hair is what will be on top of the twist, and I'll show you that. So I kind of collect it, and then I start my twist. I kind of comb my hair back like that, kind of wiggle it around. Really, I just kind of tug at it until it does what I want to do. Just kind of pulling it like that, making sure it's kind of evenly going up into the twist. And I keep tightening and tightening it. Once I kind of have like a tight, nice twist, about straight like that, I grab one of my hairpins, and you also need to make sure this side's nice and straight, which I'll do right now. I usually kind of grab a comb, make sure it's nice and flat. If you have kind of like a little rougher section right there, you can just kind of tuck it in underneath that, just like that. And like I said before, I was going to grab this pin, and I usually just kind of stick it somewhere in the middle like that, just to keep the twist in secure while I'm doing the bun. So with the bun, with my leftover hair, I kind of just grab it like that. And so when I'm looking at it straight, I kind of just want to see the crest of the bun. So just kind of like that. And you're just gonna make it like a normal bun. I tend to use the bigger hairpins because I have a little bit longer of hair. It works better. And I put a couple of those in, just like this. See, just kind of making it a nice flat bun. Then with this extra hair, I usually kind of keep twisting it, kind of pinning it. Just kind of keep pinning it till the top bun is really secure. This is actually my least favorite part of the French twist, because I definitely have had this fall out multiple times. So I get like my smaller pins and I start putting them in. I make it a little bit more secure like that. tends to work better for me. And grab some more. Get it right. I usually kind of put them in between the big ones, just makes it more secure. Then I just have to repin the big ones. Just like that. And voila, you got the top of the bun. And so with this extra hair, I tend to take out that other pin and I just start kind of tucking it into the French twist because you don't want it in there. And then I start putting some pins in because we don't want the entire French twist falling out, you know. That would be kind of bad. And so we kind of just tuck a couple in there. Like that. And so after I put just a couple pins in there, see how my hair's starting to come down? That's what we don't want to happen. So this is when I start fixing that. I get the sides and I spray them again, start combing it back. See, we don't want those little lines in our hair. Don't want to look like I have a bald spot or something. So kind of keep working with that, keep making sure it's going over properly. With hair like this happens to me a lot, is getting that little bump right there. So I just make sure it's nice and smooth. And then I take this top extra hair right here. And I usually put a pin right there to help keep it down. Kind of like that. Makes it more secure, flatter. Then I do the same right here. I'm going to go back over this side, more hairspray. Make sure that the line is still going straight all the way back. No droopiness. Here, keep combing back. Then I go back all the way down my French twist. So I just kind of grab and pull like that. If there's a piece that kind of pokes out from like the pin or whatever, yeah, I can just do it again. I usually just kind of work with my French twist till it goes there. Usually, since we can't really see the back behind our head, I usually grab like a mirror kind of like this, and so I can see the back of my head and if it's like a straight line or not. I tend to kind of just feel, do you see how there's kind of like it's not really anything there? I just kind of keep putting pins in until that doesn't really happen anymore. So yeah, you kind of just keep finding those places where you need those pins. You just kind of feel around what you need. So like, especially like down here, do you see how it's all kind of like loose and not really a French twist? I tend to make the French twist look longer all the way down to my neck because that's what you want. You don't want it to start like way up here or something. So I usually put some hairspray, get all nice and wet. Then I grab another one of these pins and I kind of like grab it over like this, swirl around, and start making that the base of the French twist. So I just kind of keep doing that like this, making sure nothing's really poking out. That one's kind of poking out, so I think I'm going to re-stick that one in. Like, voila. And kind of keep doing that. If there's any like bumps or anything, I would put a bobby pin in it. I think I'm going to spray the actual French twist though. So I kind of just go along like this. Like that. And I just use my hand to get the wispies. Like that. Kind of push down. I usually kind of go along right here with a comb one more time. Along this side right here. Especially. Because that tends to where you get wispies right there where it connects. If it's still feeling loose in areas, you can use the smaller pins again to make it a little bit more secure. Especially down here, it gets really loose for me. So I kind just put some extra pins here. Just like this. And looks pretty good. And I think I'm mostly done. I need to get this part right here. Making sure that that doesn't happen because we don't want that to happen. Sometimes you need to like pull up some hair or whatever right here to make that not happen anymore. Get some of that hair down. Just combing it nice and straight. Like that. Wispies like to happen. I like to get it on this side so I can still comb kind of like that with my hand. And to that, I think we're almost done. Let me do a final check. I kind of check the back of it like this. Well, I kind of usually work it with my hand a little bit just to get it all nice and straight. Since I have a longer hair, it kind of makes it harder for making it straight, but it can happen. I can see that there's like little bumps right here, so I'm just gonna go back over that again. Some hairspray and comb that tends to make it nice and smooth. Kind of just do that a couple more times, like that. And some more spray here, kind of to get some of that back in. And it's looking pretty good, getting all nice and secure. Then I usually just keep checking it to make sure it's all nice and flat. If I look at it from the side like this, it should look pretty flat. As you can see, there's kind of like a little bumpish here. So I tend to just keep kind of grabbing pins, making it flatter and flatter. Because when the harder you tug, the more it will flatten right there for you. Just keep kind of checking that, making sure that's a straight line. I'll usually put a couple pins right here to keep some of this hair down. And then I just kind of blend it in with my hair so you can't really see it. Yeah. So you want to see what my hair look like in the back. Kind of just getting all that down. Like that. I'm going to do a check. My hair looks nice and flat. I can kind of grab some pieces and pull it down. And I think it is almost done. As you can see, I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I usually work at it for a little bit just to get this, especially up here, it gets really bumpy and I like to get it all nice and down. But looks like I am done. So there's your tutorial for today of how to do a French twist. I just like you guys to remember that it's really hard to do on the first try. Don't get too stressed out. And I've definitely been there. I have been very stressed out doing French twists. But after doing it for many years, this is what it ends up looking like. And that's how it should look. And that's the end of the tutorial. See you guys later.